Stacy. Welcome to Stacy's Homestead. And so the other day we canned up some shepherd's pie mix. Now I'm going to show you how to do the rest. Alright guys, so I got my water boiling back here. Now I don't have Idaho potatoes right now. I used them all. And I have yellow taters, but I don't like using those for mashed potatoes because they have a glossy texture to them. I don't like that. And so I think instant is better than that. So I'm gonna just do instant potatoes, and you can do that. So that's what we're doing. But you can use canned potatoes too. It's not gonna be as good as if it was with real taters, you know. But instant potatoes are real potatoes. They're just dehydrated. So we're gonna do that. It's really quick. So we're just boiling our water. We're gonna put our instant taters in there and then add the rest of the ingredients. Okay. All right. So you usually use like a sharp cheddar. I like to do like an Irish white cheddar cheese if I were to go to the store and buy it, but or some maybe a white sharp cheddar cheese. But I don't have that, and I'm not going to the store, so this is just as fine. I have a mix of cheese right here already shredded, and then to get that sharp taste, I'm gonna add a little Parmesan to it. But you can also do Parmesan with the sharp cheese. It's up to you. But yeah, so I'm gonna do about a cup of cheese and about a handful of Parmesan in there, and then we got our cream cheese. We got our butter, a little bit of butter. And we have our eggs, and then I like to use canned milk for my taters, okay? Just a little hot water and canned milk. Now, you know, instant mashed potatoes, I just tend to eyeball what I need. So, I don't have measurements for you, just follow your bag. And if you're making it from canned taters, just drain it, smash it, add the stuff to it. And if you're making it from regular taters, just boil your taters in water, drain it, smash it up, add butter and milk and salt and pepper, and then the rest. So yep, that's what we're gonna do here. Got my pepper here. I'm canning as we speak the shepherd's pie. Where's my salt? Let's do pink sea salt here. Okay. My water's almost up to a boil, and then we'll start adding our instant. Alright guys, so we're going to soften up a brick of cream cheese. You don't have to use the whole thing, you can use half. And then a slice of butter here. And slices of butter. I'm not good at measuring, y'all. I'm visual here. Okay, about that much butter. We're gonna soften it all together. And then, you know, I mainly make shepherd's pie not fresh. What I do is I usually make mashed potatoes for dinner, and then the next day I use my leftovers for shepherd's pie. And so I'm just doing it fresh now because I don't have leftover taters, but normally it's always with my leftover mashed potatoes. So you just make your mashed potatoes like you usually would, you know? Alright guys, so my water came to a boil, and I'm going to add my instant potatoes. I probably have about a cup of water in here that I boiled. I mean, not a cup. I probably have about 2 cups of water, actually. I like a lot of mashed potatoes on my shepherd's pie. So, just depends on how much you want to make, you know? See, that takes up a lot. I already used up all the water. Now we're going to add our milk. So because it's instant, I want to make it thicker than I normally would with mashed potatoes, you know? Alright. And then I'm going to go get more water in this can and add more. It's always better to add water as you need it. You don't want too much. I think that's good. I think that's good here. Alright, now I'm going to go and get... Oh yeah, I need a little more water. Rehydrating these potatoes. When it gets to this point, you want to just add small amounts of water at a time. So if you are one to follow instructions, I would just add a little less water than it calls for, because you want it just a little bit thicker than you normally would. Alright, now let's add, I ended up doing about 2 cans of extra water on top. Alright, so that looks good. Now let's go get our butter and cream cheese. You hear canning in the background pretty soon. Alright, got my timer started. Okay, so we're going to mix the cream cheese and butter in here. See, it makes it really creamy. That's why you want your taters just a little dry because of that. Instant taters I'm talking about. Now we're going to add our salt and pepper to taste real fast. I do a couple pinches of salt, a little bit of, got a palm of pepper. Okay, now let's add our cheese. I'm going to do a couple big old handfuls of cheese here. Let's stir that in while it's still hot. And that's where I'm going to add my Parmesan, just a bit of Parmesan. I just like to cover the top. The Parmesan takes liquid, so I'm going to add a little more liquid. Actually, I'm going to use regular milk. I won't put more milk in that. Not in too much water. I'm going to add a little milk. It's a little dry. There we go. There we go. There. Now we're cooking. Look at that. Now we're cooking. And this is where we're going to add our eggs. Let's taste it real fast. Where we add the egg. That's so good. I'm going to do a little more Parmesan. Trying to get that sharp taste from the sharp cheddar. A little more cheese. You can add sour cream, buttermilk. You know, I'm going to add some buttermilk. Let's do that. I'm going to add some buttermilk for it, get help with that sharp taste that I need here. This is my homemade buttermilk. There we go. I love it. Good stuff. I have sour cream I could add, but you know, I think I'm good. Let's stir it and taste it, and then taste it before you add your egg, because your egg is going to be raw. You don't want to eat raw egg. That's so good. Okay, that's perfect. Now, I think a little more salt. No, actually, I think we're good. I think it's perfect. Let's go ahead and I'll put our 2 eggs in. So I have 2 farm fresh eggs from my chickens. And then we're gonna pop those in there. Now, y'all, if you get any like shells in, don't try to grab it with your hand. You can pick it up with a shell. It comes right up. Just use your shell, okay? There we go. 2 eggs. Now, this is your fluffy binding agent here. Good. Look at that. Oh, it's delicious. Alright guys, so now we're gonna pile it on top of our shepherd's pie mix here. Okay, so if you're making this by scratch, you would probably layer your vegetables on top of your meat mixture if you wanted it to look nicer, but I like it mixed in. Alright guys, so we're gonna put our taters on our casserole now and just plop it evenly as you can where it needs to be. I like to have a nice thick layer of taters. Scrape this pot clean as can. Clean as a whistle. Alright, I can't find my stuff to scrape the pot. Alright, let's smooth it out. Good. Fit's awake. Okay. All right. And then you just go ahead and bake it in the oven at 375 for about a half hour, and then it's all done. So make sure your oven's preheated to 375. It's a little juicy here. Ugh. We're gonna put a pan underneath because this might boil over here. I don't want to clean my oven if I have a mess. All right. There we go. 375. All right, guys, 375 for half hour. Okay, it should be golden crusty on top. All right, so it's been about a half hour, and we're gonna take it out here. Ooh, hot. All right, let's get. I'm I'm gonna put a towel right here so if I spill, I'm gonna spill in my oven. I can't put my other oven mitt. I'll just use this. I got a little full to capacity here. Oh, there we go. I'll show you what it looks like here. Okay, so here's what it looks like. It looks good. Perfect. I forgot to say, you can put a little bit of parsley on top for decoration if you wanted to. Sometimes I do that. But we're going to let it sit for about 15 minutes and then we'll plate it up. Alright, so it's been a few minutes and we're going to cut it up and put it on a plate. Probably needs to rest just a little bit longer, but yeah, I probably should let it rest a little bit longer, but I'm starving. There we go. Let's taste it. I'm starving. I couldn't wait to get into it. Let's see. It's so good. It's so delicious. I forgot to say, I'll probably put in the notes, I added a dash of cinnamon, like maybe a half a teaspoon to the whole thing. So, really, really good. I could taste it. Yeah. I should have let it set up probably another 10 minutes before I got into it. It's so good. Okay, y'all, so that's how you make shepherd's pie and cook it up. Okay, we'll just talk to you later. Hit the like button. Bye-bye.